Hello, good morning. We are live in our run up to our 8 o'clock morning routine with me, Kelsey Leverton, on what is the beginning of week 15. What a journey. So welcome if you're just signing in, and welcome if you're a new member, and a big welcome if you're catching us up on catch up. And that might be YouTube, or it might be just scrolling down to find the movement snack that you want on our Facebook page. So we've got a couple of people that are early birds in today. Good morning, welcome to today's movement snack. The first one of 3 movement snacks that you'll get throughout each and every day. Here we go, Kathy's in first. Good morning. Bex is another early bird. She's in. Mrs. P is always first, second or third in. We know that you're going to be there every time. Kathy, sometimes on the lives, but definitely on the catch-ups. And it's all the same, isn't it? It doesn't matter whether it's a live or a catch-up. It's movement minutes. Movement minutes that are yours to keep, yours to bag. And that can hopefully open up more doors, more opportunities to you as you move through your daily life. So either with more comfort, less effort, more energy, all of these things are good things to have, of course. So here we go. Fiona's coming in now. Good morning, Fiona. Nice to have you. Where are you coming in from, Fiona? You've not done many lives that I can remember. So just let us know where you're coming in from. Here we go, Carol in Glasgow, dry but cloudy. Actually, I'm not really sure what the weather's like out here. I normally give a quick weather check, don't I? I've not really any idea today. I've just kind of gotten up, straight downstairs, let the cat in that was meowing very loudly outside the window, and stuck the kettle on. So that's all on autopilot as well. So not really noticed. Right, morning, Di's in, Dave's in, Trevor's in. Great to have you. We're building up some numbers now for our first movement snack of the week and first movement snack of the day. So this is your get up, get ready, get gone movement snack. Setting us off for the day on a positive start. Ironing out any creaks and crunches that you may have had from lying down throughout the 8 or so hours that you've been in bed, and hopefully setting you off into a more active, more comfortable, more positive morning. Hey, Vivian's in from Bolton, and yep, wet and windy with you as well, Trevor, in mid Wales I think you are, aren't you? I do need a time checker, by the way. Bex, can you give me a 3-2-1 when it's 3-2-1 time? And I'll do my old dusty bin 3-2-1. That's a bit of, I think that's a bit of me trademark now, isn't it? Other movement snack hosts haven't quite been as successful in the 3-2-1. Dave's got a funny way of doing it, hasn't he? Like that or something. Yeah. Okay, thanks, Bex. Margaret's in. And she's saying hi to all you shipmates, snack mates out there. Wet in Chesterfield. I think it's a bit dingy here too. But hopefully we'll bring some sunshine to your morning through doing this movement snack with me. Now, I've got the door behind me. Husband's got up late, so he might be tiptoeing by at some point. He said he'll give you a wave. So it's not a homeless person that you'll see tiptoeing past, even though he's got a full-on beard and scraggly curly hair. Let's hope he can't hear me right now. It is actually my husband, and he does actually live here. Right, circulation boost is my another trademark word, yeah. So Frances is now in. You're ticked off the register along with Gillian. She's just got out of bed. It doesn't really matter. It matters if I've just got out of bed because you can all see me. But if you've just got out of bed, that's okay, isn't it? You've not got anybody that can, well, unless you've got somebody peering through the window, having a look at what you're up to. So today is our first movement snack of the day. We're going to bag our first 10 minutes of mobility and circulation boost. And hopefully this will set your joints up, set your body up, set your posture up for the rest of the day. So we've got Bex, who's coming in at, no, Bex is at 4 p.m. today. Dave's on the midday slots this week. So a couple of more good mornings. Sheila and the collective, they're in. Pete from Later Life Training, you're in. You're the last one I'm saying hello to because Bex has given me a go, go, go. So sweep the comments to the right hand side if you need to see the entire screen. Hip walk forwards in your chair if that's where you would like to begin your movement snack from. In standing, have a look around you. What have you got that you can use as external support? Do you have a wall, a cabinet, a dresser, a sideboard, whatever? As long as it's sturdy, stable and hold onable, we're all right. Let's get the feet moving. So in our morning routine, we tend to move without our shoes on. And this is just so that we can feel our feet a bit more and also work quite a bit around ankles, feet and toes. So I'm just starting here with a foot pump or a heel pedal, whatever you want to call it. And what I'm trying to do here is lift my heels as high as they can go and at the same time get a good crease across your toes. And you may well be able to get a better crease across your toes if you haven't got your shoes on. However, if you feel better with your shoes on and more supportive for your feet, then that's absolutely fine, of course. Now, if you're ready, holding onto the chair if you need to, you can bring your feet into a leg march, lifting the knees, not too high, just enough to clear the foot and the other foot away from the ground. Landing, toes, ball, heel. So you should feel your feet landing and moving through rather than a flat-footed marching style. We'll call it a style. So have a go at just pointing the toes down, even just taking a moment just to move a fraction more slower, if that even was a proper sentence. Okay, pick up you to a normal speed. Swinging the arms in, let's get the arms into this move. Swinging from the shoulders, opposite arm to leg if you can. Both arms if you can, but if not, just keep a point of support, either holding onto the side of your chair or of course onto external support. All right, let's have a think about posture. So, because we've not done that yet, have we? Hopefully you've made some adjustments already. So lifting, lengthening through the neck, through the spine in your middle bit. Have a look of right side, left side. If you can, notice whether one side feels more comfortable than the other. Are your knees lifting to approximately the same height on each side? How do your shoulders feel? All right, just bring that down. Take a pause. I think I found a floorboardy bit there. I'll move forwards a bit. Take a pause, bit of a deep breath, and we're ready for our top trio. So, in seated or standing, it's up to you. If you need support, take it up. None of these movements in the morning session should feel like balance challenges. If it does, chances are you're going to be more focused on maintaining your balance and less attention made to the area that we're trying to get movement into. So I'm just going to come a little bit closer. We're going to start with shoulders. So wherever you are, arms if you can by your side. You could rest your hips against the wall if that suits you better. Neck long, not the other way around. Lifting and pressing. Now when I say press, I mean press the shoulders down and away from the ears. Can you see I'm trying to keep my neck long as the shoulders move up and around my neck. They're going in a circle this time. So rounding up, round, back. Squeeze the shoulder blades, just a bit of a pinch there of the shoulder blades and back down. Just turning to the side there. Lift up, round, pinch the shoulder blades. And I know some of you like the phrase, slide your shoulder blades down into your back pockets. Lift up, round, back and down. Keep going. We need 3, 4, 5 of these. Once you've done yours, ignore the clicks and clunks, but make it smaller if it's really uncomfortable. There might be 1 or 2 clicks and clunks there, but after you've done your final one, or this one, which is my one for good luck, the chest feels open. The shoulders are back and down, pressed away from the ears, and we're lengthening through our neck. Here's the neck movement. Oh, I thought someone was at the door then. Here's the head movement, head turn. So try and keep your chin on a level, and then glance over to one side, come back to the centre, glance over to the other side. Now, take up some support with this one, because moving the head occasionally can throw us a bit of a balance challenge. Try and keep your chin, like I say, level with the floor, and your shoulders away from your ears best you can. If you can do that freestanding, that's absolutely fine. Alternatively, we can come down at any point. You can come down into a seated position or get into a standing position and work between whatever suits you. Take a pause there, that should do nicely. So we've mobilised the neck in one place now. We're moving into our chin tucks. So turn to the side, I'll turn to the side, you stay where you are. So here we have a chin tuck. I'm going to take fingertips just to the chin and try and keep the eyes looking dead ahead. This is a position where we should feel some lengthening through the back there of your neck area, and we should feel as if we've got a lockdown chins. Tucking in. Have I got a visitor? Is it my husband tiptoeing in? Just try. Bye then. He's gone. He's late for work. Probably we need some oil on that door as well, eh? Hopefully you've done 3, 4 or 5 of those chin tucks to lengthen the neck, and that helps to just sit the head on top of the neck and shoulders in a better postural position. So our gaze can be better. If our chin's down, that might affect our field of vision, and chances are the shoulders will follow suit, and that can affect obviously our posture, our comfort levels and our breathing, depending on how rounded over we are. Take a pause and let's have a little shoot into some circulation boosting. Seated or standing, choose your place. We'll just do a moment longer here, and then we'll move into our trunk trio. So we've got some twists, the bends, and we've got some back extensions as well. All using functional movements, twisting, bending, we do that all the time. Notice when you do that today. And also the back extension helps us to correct posture, as we know we can come forwards depending on what we're doing during the day. And you might even feel a stretch in this area of your body as well, in your abdomen region. Right, here we go then. In standing for these 3 movements, feet around shoulder distance apart and get down a little bit into your knees. We're going to start with a side bend. So have a look at this one. Top half stays in line with bottom half. Posture and a pause in the middle. If you need to hold on, then we can just switch from one side over to the other. In the seat, glue your hips to the ground. Let's have a go at leaning over. You might feel a pull down one side of the waist. Posture and a pause in the middle. And then over to the other side. Oh, my head's gone off the screen. Hello again. Lift and lengthen in between each one. Take a steady bend. Notice how your body feels on the first attempt at a bend, more towards the last attempt of the bends. Hopefully, as you go through each one, your body just gives you a little bit more. We're mobilising the joints in the spine there. If you've done an equal amount on both sides, take a pause there. Keeping your feet out wide and your hips glued to the chair, we're going to have a go at a twist. So your hands could be here if you feel okay freestanding without support. You could lean your hips against the wall. Again, you can have your arms in this position. Or if you're facing your support, your hands can travel across, the other arm loose, and then we have a twist of the top half only. As you twist round, try not to let the legs and hips follow. So the bottom half is glued in, well, sealed in concrete. They're your supporting parts, as Bex has said, and the twisting motion of the top half, of course, the moving part. So turning over in bed, this is where we use twisting motions. Getting dressed into some items of clothing, coats in particular. And also twisting to, if you're still driving, you're looking around you, using the head and the neck as well, and also to get seat belts attached. There we have the twists. The twists. Don't do that though. Right, here we are with our back extension. So I've come down onto my knees here, just to give you a bit of a close-up. That was my knee, not the floorboard. If you're standing, hold on to the support that's in front of you. Seated, you can have your hands just on the side of your hips, to a position though where your shoulders aren't hunching up. So press the shoulders back and down. We've got a chin tuck. We've got a lift through the chest. It's as if somebody's got you by the scruff of your collar. And then a small tilt backwards, but extending as you go through that motion. Chin tucked in, lengthen the neck. There's your chin tuck. Lift, lift, lift. Lengthen through this middle part and a extend and a tilt back. Your feet in standing, again, should still be at that shoulder distance position. That tends to give us just a bit more stability, base of support. Start small. And then if your spine starts to mobilise a bit more, then you may be able to notice a difference in range of motion from the first one to the last one that you do. All right, take a pause there. Let's have a go at just pumping the ankles. And we're into our final movement for today's movement snack, which will be ankles. So if you're in seated and you'd prefer to hip walk back so that your back is against the back of the chair, then you may lift one leg, not too high, and point the toes, really point and extend through the front of your foot, the front of your ankle, and then pull them back as far as you can. The knee just slightly bent, and there's a seated version. Seated or standing, I'll show you this one in standing. Hold on to your support, shift your weight onto one side and pull up through the standing leg. Toes down first if you like, and then heel onto the same spot. Now this is ever so light, so all of the weight is on your standing side so that our heel and toe taps are lightly touching down onto the same spot. Same in seated. Take a light hold onto your chair, toes and heel. Just lifting the knee up and down to allow the toes to come onto the same spot and then the heel to go onto the same spot. Have a go on the other side. So if you do need to take some steps to turn around to face the other direction, then picking up, stepping the feet round, using some ankle movements and some toe ball heel landings as you step round. There's been a lot of focus over the weeks on foot placements, ankle movements and things like that. So we can have a crowbarring of those with our turnaround. So hopefully you're just coming on to that second side and you're not far done. I'll call that a done for me. You're probably about there as well. And there's your morning routine. I don't think I've forgotten anything, have I? Trio, ankles, job done. So if any particular movement there felt good for you, or you feel like you particularly need to target and work on that area just to have some extra mobility, some more loosening up, preventing any stiffness of any joints of yours, then of course take some more time to complete one or two of those movements. Now, areas can feel terribly stiff, can't they? Joints in particular. The thing is with joint stiffness is if you leave it, if you don't work it, because it's uncomfortable, painful or whatever, then it won't improve. But if we start small, we can start to work into those areas and start to improve posture, improve movement patterns, and so on and so forth, which can only be a good thing. We're done. I'm going to leave you to your breakfast now, everyone. Enjoy, and 12 o'clock is your next slot. Take care, you lot. See you tomorrow.